Another team that's having a little bit of fun, maybe a coach that's not having a little bit of fun because some of this did not look that great. Team USA, they had 2 friendlies over this international break. They played Uzbekistan first. They played Oman second. They beat Uzbekistan 3-0. Tim Weah had a goal in the 4th minute. Ricardo Pepe in the 1st minute of stoppage time, 90+1. And then Pulisic had a pen 3 minutes after that. And then they beat Oman 4-0. Balogun in the 13th, Aronson in the 60th, Pepe in the 79th, and then an own goal by Oman in the 81st. Ricardo Pepe could have definitely been a dude of the week. I think he scored 4 of the last 5 or 5 of the last 6 games. So shout out to him. But I think the overwhelming feedback that I've seen online, that I've seen across Team USA fans, is that these scorelines don't really do justice to what was going on in the game, and Greg Berhalter is probably not the answer. Not to call him a Southgate here, who's also under fire right now, but it's been tough. It's been tough sledding for Team USA. Any thoughts, guys?
Called it.
Yeah. What's our pod stance? What is our pod stance? Anyone but Greg?
Well, no, because there's nothing we can do about it. So I think we have to hope he doesn't suck.
Did you see the shirt that someone wore at the game yesterday of, why am I forgetting who the assistant was that took over for...
BJ Callahan.
Yeah, it's a BJ Callahan photo, and it just says, "Fuck it, we ball."
Yeah, I did see that, actually. I think that when we did the podcast with Alexi Lawless, the man of so many takes, I think we mentioned this, and we're just like, man, it's been so exciting watching this team play more free under this assistant, under this interim. Like, it seems like this is, again, a reserve team, and I think that's the biggest fear, for sure. There's too much talent.
Has he still not spoke with Gio Reyna?
I don't think he has, which is also a disaster.
Pretty convenient. He's injured right now, too, to keep kicking this down the road a little bit further and a little bit further. This snowball is just getting larger and larger.
As I would say, the pod's Greg Berhalter apologist and person who, the record spoke for itself. Maybe, the way of play is obviously not what you would want to see. Mm-hmm. It's pretty unacceptable to not have talked to him at this point. And I guess you don't know for sure, I guess, but all the reports were like a month in, he is not spoken with him or Pepe, I guess, either.
Well, I'd hope he's talked to Pepe. He was in the squad.
Yeah, Pepe's playing.
Well, right. But when the first report with Reyna came out, it was both of them he hasn't spoke to. I'm assuming now that he's on this team, he has talked to him, but Gio Reyna, probably not.
Yeah, I think actually the better way to describe this is ironic. If you remember, all of this blew up when Greg Berhalter was talking at a leadership council. And Nick, I mean, you're a head coach. I feel like you can speak to this. Not talking to maybe one of your best players in a lifetime as a Team USA, I wouldn't describe that as leadership, I guess. I don't know.
I'm no Pep Guardiola. I'm no Sir Alex Ferguson. And I'm definitely no Joe Torre. But I don't think that's recommended, not talking to your best player. I would say that's probably a poor decision. And even if it turns into, because unfortunately I've had some moments like this, I've had to have it. When I say have it out, I mean we're not talking screaming and yelling, but we just were very blunt with each other. I've been coaching for a very, very long time. Those conversations need to be had, and it's not only about the player being heard and getting out what they want to say, or either the coach saying what they want to say, but the player deserves to be heard. And as a coach, if you're not being reflective, if you're not being able to look at yourself as part of the problem to be part of the solution, to make the equation work, then are you really the guy that's fit for the job if you're not willing to grow? And I think him avoiding it just makes it that much worse of a situation that is already pretty freaking bad.
Yeah. I don't think anyone on the pod would disagree with that. Again, Michael, you admitted being the apologist, but I kind of think you've you've run your course with this as well. We'll see. I will say this: Uzbekistan and Oman are not the matches that you should be excited to get any I don't know insights from or whatever. Like, I'll remind you, in October they play Germany, they play Ghana, and then coming up they're gonna have Copa America, and that's gonna be tough. It's gonna be probably the toughest competition we've played, even counting this past World Cup. All those South American teams. It'll be on home soil, obviously, but there's a lot harder games ahead, and this team did not look that impressive with these 2 wins, needless to say.